Positive energy all the time. The Great Ross, Hawkeye, Tyne, Casper, Kyra, Original, Rastaman. Good to see everyone. Hope y'all doing good. More power. Hope you're doing well. I've been keeping up with the YSL trial. It hasn't been much worth talking about. That's why I haven't been discussing it today. It was a little interesting. They were talking to a retired investigator for the Atlanta PD, Lakia Gaith. And you can, the people in the chat over there didn't know what was going on. A lot of people don't know what's going on. They're watching it and they're wondering, what does that have to do with anything? They show some brothers. They had the gang expert for the detective. Now they call them investigators. Break down how she's been investigating. She's from Chicago. She grew up in the around gang. She wasn't in a gang. She grew up in a BD and GD. Well, yeah, she grew up in a BD and GD neighborhood. She went to school with Black Pea Stones. So she's well familiar with gang activity. She started working in the Atlanta area, and she was really, basically working with the gang unit. And she had lots of information on all of the people that's associated with Young Thug and all of the people that's associated with YFN Lucci and all the other gangs. She was very well informed about what they're doing. It was clear that the gang members are totally uneducated, slow, and didn't realize that they're on camera. Haven't realized that they're snitching on themselves on social media. And these gang units and these investigators or detectives, whatever you want to call them, it's very easy for them to put cases together because these young brothers and sisters are not that intelligent. A lot of times they're under the influence of narcotics, alcohol, young, uneducated, and they basically hand themselves to the police on a silver platter, basically. Um, Most of the young brothers that's been doing crime since like maybe 2010, 2015 up to now haven't quite been aware in the upgrade of technology. So they have no idea how much surveillance has been done on them. And these gang units can really just go and pull that footage and just could have it. I mean, they can go to these gas stations, they can go to anywhere where there's footage, where there's gang activity, and they can retrieve that footage and they don't even have to keep it. They can copy it and give it back to the store or whoever. So they can gather intelligence on you and really build a strong case. So when the prosecution began to uh, got ready to post this video they posted today, the defense was object, 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 object. And they showed their hand that this was Steele was very nervous You can see it in his face that he didn't want this information to be shown. Yeah, and then watching the chat, I might stop looking at the chat because they're highly unintelligent. And they're saying stuff like it ain't no case and all that. A case is being built, and so they don't understand a case is being built. So they say, oh, this, they're very unintelligent. Okay, uh, when you look at the chat over there, all you could think is hopefully none of them are doing crimes because they going to prison because they really slow. Uh, this case, at this point, Young Thug's going under the prison, okay, because they haven't even gotten to the meat of the situation, okay. For a lot of people, all I can tell young people is if you think that they don't have a case, stay out the streets. Stay out the streets. Keep your nose clean. Because if you were in the streets and if you were in the justice system for big cases, big drug cases, big gang cases, you would know that they are constructing a case that by the time you see that they're guilty, it's too late. They're not going to come out and just show you how they're guilty. They're going to construct the case. In a RICO case, they're going to take their time and they're going to show you how these people are affiliated, right? And over a period of time, it would be clear that they are affiliated. It's already clear to me, but to a lot of people, they don't see it. When you look at the crimes they're showing, and you see that some of these guys, Young Thug was around, he was a complete idiot, right? From the very beginning, you're not supposed to be on social media typing any gang information at all. And so, admitting your blood, typing all this sludge and slime, and constantly around people that can associate you with being in a gang. And it's not illegal to be in a gang, but if you're affiliated with gang members and they're actively doing various crimes, it's very easy for that to be racketeering. Very easy to catch a racketeering charge. And so we have people that have no clue. That's why the penitentiaries are filling up, the county jails are filling up. Young people are not prepared with the onslaught that's coming from the Justice Department because they're out there sloppy. They showed a video today. They all at the gas station with big rifles, just like it's legal. And I say these dudes is absolutely nuts. Young Thug have hung himself from the very beginning because he wouldn't get off social media and just be a musician. You want to be a rapper, be a rapper. You want to be a blood, be a blood. You want to be a slime, be slime. But if you think that you can be gang affiliated and affiliate with people that's doing carjackings and robberies and shit like that, and you're the money man, and you're letting them drive cars and come to your homes and you associating with criminals, you're going to prison, period. You're going to prison, and to a jury that don't do crimes, you're a criminal. Because most of us, if we're not criminals, we don't associate with crime. So when you associate with criminals, then you're a criminal. Because birds of a feather flock together. The only way you can associate with criminals and not be a criminal is if one of them is your girlfriend or boyfriend or a family member. But if you're just friends and you're associated with criminals, you're going to end up in cuffs with them. It's just how the game goes. And so you got people like I got Nancy says not guilty, ain't seen nothing yet. It's early, slow. There's not enough information to say if they're guilty or not guilty yet. That's a total lack of education. So I'm going to stop watching the chat over there because it's a distraction. It's just full of dummies, right? Like regular people, they don't know nothing about the law. They just over there, right? In the black community, we have a total lack of education. Our children that are educated are in a box, have to stay separated because there's so many lowlifes in the black community with our young people. If you got a son and a daughter that's trying to make something out themselves, they have to stay in a vacuum. Because other than that, they're going to get jumped. They're going to be in a fight. They're going to be around people that's getting arrested, car pulled over with shit in the car. They're going to be around people that's drinking and driving, doing drugs, doing crimes. They're going to be around losers, basically. If it's your daughter, she's going to be around a bunch of bitches having babies with no money, got 3 babies, about 4 dudes. Do the math. And so I got to stop watching the chat because it's very discouraging seeing that many stupid young black people and young white people, our young generation. I would say on the level of stupidity, it's like 70-30. I think we probably got 30% intelligent. We got 70% idiots. Like it's an overwhelming percentage of stupid young people, like absolutely stupid. It's a shame. I wish we could do something about it, but the American educational system is failing because these young people, dumb as a dumb. You would have to, before I could say if he's guilty or innocent, I'm nowhere close to saying if the court, if the jury can find him innocent or guilty. I can't say that based on the jury. Now, based on me, oh, he's fucking guilty, okay? He's a fuck. Young Thug is a fucking idiot, okay? You got that much talent and you end up in this, you're a dumbass, okay? You're a straight fucking idiot, all right? How the, bro, what are you doing with your life, dude? You should have cleaned up, did his music, got off that fucking dope, and separated himself from that bunch of losers that he was around. The only person that was trying to be halfway decent was Gunner. That's why Gunner had to snitch, because Gunner's following Thug, and Thug led him to hell. Led him right to hell. He's a horrible CEO of a record label because he couldn't keep his artists away from trouble. Like Suge Knight's the same way. Look at Puffy.